Hey friends, welcome to eSports, your go-to for all things football. From wild transfer rumors to behind-the-scenes drama, we've got it all covered. Now let's jump into the news. Pep Guardiola walked into the post-match interview looking exactly like a man who has seen this movie 1,000 times. Calm face, sharp eyes, zero panic, that signature "I'm already thinking about next week" expression. And honestly, that's the energy City needed, because the game they just played wasn't exactly one for the history books. Pep started by saying something that every City fan already felt in their bones: we should have finished the game in the first half. And when he says that, he doesn't mean it as a complaint, he means it as a standard. A reminder, a little tap on the shoulder saying, "Guys, we're Manchester City. We don't leave loose ends." You could tell he wasn't angry. Just slightly annoyed in that very Pep way. The kind of annoyance that comes from knowing the team can be better, should be better, and usually is better. But immediately after that, he shifted into the pragmatic Pep, the championship mindset Pep. He said, "Sometimes, the 3 points are the most important thing." And that's straight up truth, because title races aren't won with beautiful performances every week. They're won with grind, with ugly victories. With those matches where nothing clicks, but you still walk away with the win, Pep knows that better than anyone. You don't dominate Europe for a decade by being pretty, you dominate by being consistent. And then he dropped a small detail that reveals how obsessively committed he is. He said he's going to watch the Arsenal vs. Chelsea match later. Most coaches say that casually. Pep, he says it like homework, like he's about to sit in class and take notes. Because for him, every rival slip, every tactical shift, every injury, every goal, it all changes the map of the title race. He wants to stay close to the top, not near it, not around it, close. Because once City gets close enough, once they're breathing down the leaders' necks, we all know what happens. City enters that machine mode where they start winning game after game after game, like a snowball turning into an avalanche. But then the conversation turned to something way more interesting. Phil Foden. Pep spoke about him with so much honesty. He said last season wasn't great for Foden. Not terrible, just not what he can be. And then Pep added something huge: the whole team wasn't great last season either. When a coach is demanding as Pep says that, he's not criticizing, he's protecting his player. He's reminding everyone that football is collective. No one struggles alone, no one succeeds alone, but this year, this year is different. You could hear the excitement in Pep's voice when he talked about Foden. He said the kid is back to his usual form, which in Pep language translates to, he's dangerous again. It's the Foden who cuts inside with confidence. The Foden who takes shots without hesitation. The Foden who sees passes before defenders even know danger is coming. The Foden who plays with that swagger, not arrogance, but controlled chaos. And then, my favorite part, Pep pulled out the Barcelona comparison. He said he had players at Barca who could shoot brilliantly from behind the penalty spot, and Foden reminds him of them. Do you understand how massive that is? Pep coached some of the most technically gifted players in modern football at Barcelona. Guys who could bend the laws of physics, players who didn't just strike the ball, they painted with it. So when he says Foden is similar to those players, that's legacy-level praise, that's mentorship. That's Pep saying, "You're special, kid." And there's something deeper here too. Pep doesn't compare players lightly. He only does it when he believes someone is evolving. Not just improving, but stepping into a new version of themselves. That's Foden right now, not a prospect. Not one for the future, a leader. A match winner, a player who can carry the team on his back when things get tough. Pep's whole message tonight had this under the surface meaning, a quiet warning to the rest of the league. City isn't perfect, they're not in full rhythm yet. But they're stabilizing, finding form, getting momentum, and their young star is shining again. When Guardiola talks like this, it usually means the storm is gathering. That phase of the season is coming, the one where City starts sweeping through the league like a machine on autopilot. So the summary is simple. City survived a tough match, Pep stayed cold and focused. The title race is heating up, and Phil Foden? He's writing his comeback story in bold letters. Manchester City might not be at their peak, but the engine is starting to roar. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button It helps the channel more than you think. And hey, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you never miss the latest updates, analysis, and all the football stories behind the scenes. Drop your thoughts in the comments too. I want to know what you think about Pep's words and Foden's form. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.